Welcome back to the Grey Script and Everything in Between podcast. Last week we spoke about doing what you love and uncovering your purpose. We talked about undoing conditioning and the beliefs that may have shaped the life you thought you were supposed to live. But today we're moving one step further, because discovering what you love is one thing. Sustaining joy and alignment in your everyday life is another. Joy is not something that appears once and stays forever. Alignment isn't a destination you reach and suddenly life becomes effortless. Instead, they are practices. They are daily choices. And sometimes those choices mean recognizing when something in your life is pulling you away from yourself. Today, we'll explore what joy and alignment really mean, why people often lose them, how to build them in your everyday life, and an important conversation about control in relationships, including something called coercive control. Because you cannot sustain joy in an environment that is slowly taking your freedom away from you. So what does joy and alignment really mean? Joy isn't constant happiness. Alignment isn't perfection. Joy is the feeling that your life makes sense to your soul. And alignment is when your actions, your values, and your inner voice are working together instead of against each other. You may still face challenges. You may still feel stress. But underneath it, there is a quiet sense that you are living truthfully. For example, someone living in alignment might say, "I'm tired, but I know I'm building something meaningful." Someone out of alignment might feel, "I have everything I thought I wanted, but something feels off." Alignment is subtle, but when it's missing, your body knows. So why do people lose alignment? There are many reasons why people lose alignment. Sometimes it happens gradually. Other times it happens through life events. Common reasons include fear of change, people pleasing, financial pressure, trauma, conditioning, and being in environments that don't support your growth. But there's another factor we don't always talk about. Sometimes we lose alignment because someone else is slowly controlling the direction of our life. Not always in obvious ways. Sometimes it's subtle. And this is where the concept of coercive control becomes important. So, what is coercive control? Coercive control is a pattern of behavior where one person slowly takes power over another. It can appear in romantic relationships, but it can also show up in families or other dynamics. The goal isn't always obvious control. Often it's about limiting someone's independence. Examples may include criticizing your goals or ambitions, making you feel guilty for pursuing things that matter to you, monitoring where you go or who you spend time with, undermining your confidence, making you question your judgment, isolating you from supportive people. Over time, the person experiencing this may start to doubt their own decisions, stop pursuing what they love, shrink their ambitions, and lose connection to their identity. This is why this topic matters when we talk about joy and alignment. Because joy cannot survive in an environment where freedom is being quietly removed. how misalignment shows up in your body. When you're out of alignment, your body often signals it before your mind understands it. You might notice constant tension, anxiety around certain people, feeling like you're walking on eggshells, losing enthusiasm for things you once loved, feeling smaller than you used to be. Your nervous system is incredibly intelligent. It notices when something is not safe, even if you're trying to convince yourself that everything is fine. Alignment often begins with listening to these signals. Sustaining joy through daily practice. Joy isn't sustained through big life changes alone. It's sustained through small daily practices, and here are a few powerful ones. Check in with yourself daily. Ask yourself, how do I feel in my life right now? Not how do things look externally. How do you feel internally? Protect your energy. You cannot stay aligned if your energy is constantly drained by environments or relationships that don't support your well-being. Boundaries are not selfish, they are essential. Stay connected to what lights you up. This could be creativity, movement, learning, helping others, building something meaningful. Even small moments of this each week help maintain alignment. Maintain supportive connections. Joy grows in environments where people encourage your growth. So seek people who celebrate your progress instead of questioning it. And trust your inner voice. The more you listen to yourself, the stronger your self-trust becomes. Alignment isn't about pleasing everyone. It's about being honest with yourself. So reclaiming your alignment. If you feel like any of this resonates and that you've lost alignment, remember this: you haven't lost yourself. You've just been navigating circumstances, and alignment can always be rebuilt. It starts with small questions like, what do I truly want? What am I tolerating that no longer feels right? What would my life look like if I trusted myself more? These questions are powerful because they begin to reconnect you with your own direction. Sustaining joy isn't about chasing happiness every day. It's about living in a way that honors who you are becoming. Alignment means that life moves in direction that feels true to you. And sometimes maintaining that alignment means recognizing when something or someone is pulling you away from yourself. You deserve a life where your voice, your choices, and your direction are respected. Joy grows in freedom, and alignment grows in self-trust. So if any of this hit a spot with you today, then see it's a sign that it's time. It's time that you start taking this seriously. And in terms of this, I mean your life, your healing, living the life you want. I am still got spaces available for coaching. If you feel like you need a more intimate one-to-one kind of guidance through the past, the present, the future, we can do that. Just need to reach out. But failing that, please just keep listening to the podcast every single week and doing the work that I recommend you do on them and help you actually regain your power back, your strength, your identity, your authenticity, your life. And do you know what? Please do not put someone else's happiness in front of your own. And I know what that looks like, and I know what that feels like. it really is something that is really important, that you just wake up and realize that no one can tell you to leave a situation or a relationship because obviously of what's happened or what's happening. But that support network that you've got, that you can tell them that things are happening or something's not right, and especially when you're being told and trying to be isolated from others, just try and keep those connections. No one can make you make a decision. No one. But you will have people in your life that will stick by you and support you until it's time for you to actually leave on your own terms. So, until next time, I'm sending you lots of love, lots of strength. Have a good week. Keep up the good work.